Kettleman's Bagels is proud to support Grill This, Smoke That. Kettleman's, makers of wood-fired Montreal-style bagels using only premium ingredients. With 3 Ottawa locations, Kettleman's menu is available 24/7, 365 days a year. Grill This, Smoke That is generously supported by Oven Brothers, makers of handcrafted Canadian-made wood-burning outdoor ovens for inspired chefs. Visit us at ovenbrothers.ca. Oven Brothers, from our family's backyard to yours.
Grill This, Smoke That is brought to you by Furtado Farms. For all your outdoor cooking needs, they're your premium source for cookwood. Whether it's pellets, chips, chunks, or logs, they've got you covered. Visit furtadofarms.ca for more info.
Hi, I'm Steph Legari, also known as Steph the Grilling Gourmet. On today's episode of Grill This, Smoke That, we're going to be featuring the wonderful dishes of Ontario, featuring our very special guest, Executive Chef Neil Mather from Grill 41, which is located at the Lord Elgin Hotel. So according to the license plate, today it's yours to discover on Grill This, Smoke That. Today on Grill This, Smoke That, we're going to enjoy the wonderful, magical artistry of my good friend Neil Mather, who is the executive chef at Grill 41 at the Lord Elgin Hotel. Thank you so much for being part of today's show, Neil.
Thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure.
What's your province?
Ontario.
Well, I live in Ontario, and I'm pretty stoked about what you've got put together for today's show. So what are we cooking on this segment?
Obviously being a chef in a landmark hotel in Ottawa, in the nation's capital in Ontario, and also I'm from Ontario, several generations.
Yeah.
My great grandfather came here over from Scotland when they were building the canal.
Wow.
So, and his house is actually now the Cordon Bleu School.
No kidding.
So long history in Ottawa and Ontario. So I also worked several places around the world. So I got a little, my cooking is a little bit mixture of different international cuisines and that, but I'm trying to bring the ingredients of Ontario into the dishes.
Fabulous.
So I think we're a little similar that way. That's why I think we've had a good working relationship together over the years.
Right.
We like to do things that are a little bit simple. Bring some. You're obviously more on the smoking side, which you can help me with today.
Right.
So we tried to incorporate some of that into it.
Well, I'll tell you something. I've never made dim sum dumplings before on a grill, so this is actually going to be an experience for me. So what are the ingredients that we're going to use today, and why did you use them for today's dish?
Okay, so it's a Ottawa Valley foraged mushroom and pork dim sum dumpling with Ontario pork. So I was telling you before we started today, I was on the weekend, I was down at the Lansdowne Park Market, and there's so many great local producers and farmers of stuff that's from all around the city. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of stalls there that had pork. So we got some ground pork shoulder here.
Right. I
got a few different kinds of mushrooms, and I don't know if I think you do know some of the chefs in town take their foraging of mushrooms extremely seriously, and they go, when the season's there, they go around, we grab a bunch of stuff and they dry it, and they sell it to different chefs in the city. So I'm a bit of an amateur mushroom forager myself,
right.
but these guys take it seriously.
I've never actually gone out to forage in Ontario, but I know that the morels are coming out right now.
Yeah. And
we've got friends on social media outlets that are out right now in the middle of different forests in this wonderful province and picking up all of nature's bounty. And there's nothing better than coming home with a basket full of actual fresh mushrooms that you've actually harvested yourself, if you have the skill set to do so.
And the knowledge to know that you're not eating something that's going to
kill you.
Make you drop. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's kind of a drawback to actually foraging mushrooms, as you could possibly die. But today we will definitely not, because these have all been sourced locally and they're all safe to eat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So should we start putting this one together?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's throw it together.
Okay, so we got a little food processor here, which of course everybody probably has this in their backyard.
Absolutely. Right? Every backyard kitchen should have a food processor and ground pork.
Ready to go.
Heritage mushrooms and all that wonderful stuff.
I'll put a little bit of, we got our mushrooms going in here. Yep. We get this going. We're going to make, this is what we call a farce in our fancy chef language. So it's the stuffing. Shallots.
Okay.
A little bit of shallot.
Yep.
We got some ginger.
Nice.
Bring in the Asian flavor.
Right.
We got a little fish sauce. Got to have that.
Right.
Which will moisten it and also add some of the flavor. This is Cimbala leek.
Right.
Always nice, a little bit of chili, give it a little bit of heat.
And I'm sure that's manufactured in Ontario.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Hoisin sauce also.
Also a good
Yeah,
Ontario
yeah.
product. But
So we got to bring in those Asian flavors.
of course, you know, it's a combination, a fusion of different Ontario flavors and Asian flavors and putting all
Absolutely.
worlds together.
Exactly.
That's what cooking's all about, right?
And then we got to bring the grill in, so we're going to actually cook them over there too.
Absolutely.
Do you want to put a little bit of your spice in here too, or what?
Absolutely. Which one do you want to use?
That's a good question. What do you think would go best with that?
How about a little
Pork.
bit of the fire lick?
The fire lick? Okay,
Fire lick will
great.
work well.
Let's throw a dash of that in there.
There you go.
Maybe a little more.
All right.
We know how good that is.
Absolutely.
We use that as well in
I
Grill
know.
41. So
Well,
there
you know, that was a big thrill after we did the function at Grill 41 to actually use my herbs and spices actually at Grill 41 is massive.
It's
I'm
awesome.
very,
And it's been great, yeah.
I'm very, very happy
we
about
changed
that.
our Cajun seasoning over to that, so now that we use you use your seasoning for all that. Yeah.
Is that supposed to be spinning?
It's going to be.
Oh, okay.
We're going to turn that on right now.
So essentially what you're making right now is the farce for inside of that
dumplings.
wonderful dumpling.
Yeah. And then we're going to do a couple of these off. I think you were going to help me with this, right?
No, I'm not.
You're not gonna help at all?
I'm going to completely
You're
watch
leaving
you,
this
Chef.
only for me, okay.
Absolutely. This is your baby. My part is going to happen over there.
Okay, well maybe you can you can oil up my,
Yeah, absolutely.
my basket here.
So essentially what we want to do is we want to put a little bit of moisture and oil at the bottom so that the dumplings don't stick to the bamboo.
Exactly.
Very, very important, because when you immerse this in moisture, the bamboo will swell and will actually hold those lovely little dumplings. So we don't want that to happen. So while we're letting our lovely butter sprayer warm up, why don't you show the people at home how to throw some of that wonderful...
Yeah. Here's our farce here. Have a smell. Get a little bit of that, so you can smell
Absolutely.
the chili. A little
Yeah,
bit
the
of
chili's really
the
pop
hoisin, the
out.
fish sauce too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're gonna load up the sprayer with a little bit of butter, which works really well. We'll do two layers. All right, we got a good coating of butter at the bottom of your basket, so we're ready to go there.
So we take a little bit of water, we put that around this is a wonton wrapper, which you can just buy at a supermarket.
Sure.
You can make it too, but that's a little tricky.
Yep.
And then we're just gonna notch them a little bit so they get a little bit of a nice...
Accordion pinch.
There you go.
Right.
Okay, so there we got one.
Beautiful.
You sure you don't want to do one?
No, I'm fine.
You're okay?
This looks beautiful, actually.
So we're gonna put that into our bamboo basket, and then we're gonna do we got a little barbecue steamer action going on here for this, right?
Right. Give me a little of that.
You wanna do one?
Absolutely. Why not?
Okay.
It's all fun. So a tiny little bit into the center.
Yeah, a little bit of the
Little bit
water.
of the
Just
water.
water.
A little moisture all the way around. Fold it over. Create a little crease. Stand it up. And then the crease pinch.
Beautiful.
And that'll go in the
So if you're not busy on the weekend, you can come down to the hotel. We need to make about 500 of these.
It's not going to happen. So now that we have all these wonderful little dumplings in the steamer, why don't we go to the grill? All right, so we've got our gas grill set up with the lovely side burner, or my infrared burner that comes with it, a little bit of water just to create some steam. And we're going to put the baskets in, and we're just going to let the basket do its job. Be see you in a few minutes.